You know Nikki was a judge on Drag Race?
Yes.
Come on.
Honestly, yeah. She'd be a good judge.
She was. She told this girl that she hated her makeup. I was like,
listen, makeup is part of the look.
I'm sorry, Handy.
But yeah, so how have you been, Juster? You always ask me how I am. I'm so selfish. I never ask the question.
Oh.
I just answer it.
Oh, no.
So, sister, how are you today?
Oh my gosh, sister. I'm actually terrible. I'm going through a midlife crisis. No, Katie, I'm doing great. I'm acting. But wouldn't it be great if for once we switch it up and you're always like, I'm doing fine? Because you know you're very Miss Continental. You're like, I'm very fine. Thank you so much.
I'm very hydrated. Thank you so much.
If you don't stay away from the hydration. But yeah, so you know I have to be the polar opposite to you and be like, no, I'm a mess. Like I came here looking like Katya and
not like Katya in that one episode.
Lord. So, sisters, welcome back. We're back here at Pageant Perfection on the main stage of Drag Race of All Star 6, episode 11, to judge these new looks that we have here. The girls have. I know the deep sigh because Lord.
The deep sigh for this one because you know.
Let me preface.
You had an expectation set up when I heard the challenge, and everything else just did not meet that expectation.
So first of all, we had to talk to you about this runway theme. Who understood this runway theme? Because the category was oops, I did it again, fashion faux pas, fashion fail. It had like 18 layers to it because I didn't get it. I had to watch this like 18 times. What was this?
Okay. Because, and here's the thing, it's like
mess.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin to unpack this train wreck. It's more
because I thought like fashion fails, like okay, maybe like an ugly, like something that like you know what, if you wear like a let's say a regular gown but it has like a very big over embellishment of some kind and it's like, oh, that's not that cute or whatever. So I was like, okay, like an ugly fashion moment maybe.
Yeah, like back in the 2000s when we would wear dresses and then a whole t-shirt under it.
What? Right, exactly. So, ew, that was terrible.
That was ugly.
So, but then we saw these contestants and we were like,
it's just like messy people at messy parties. Like, I got food on myself.
So with that being said, listen, over here, like we told you before, we're very continental girls. So I think this one about to be one of our harshest critiquing.
It's just because I also go by the challenge too, and then the fashion in that challenge.
But girl,
and I'm just confused. I'm confused all over.
Confusion, delusions. And with that, we're going to start off with contestant number 1, Eureka Ohara.
First of all,
she came out, before you start to nail into her, she came out in this, I want to say, Cinderella inspired theme, because as she said it too, she was like the girl at the bathhouse and blah 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 whatever. Sister,
it's the hands for me. I like this like
this little pose.
But
overall, she had in the back. Remember, it was risen up. We could see her pain in there.
Yeah, like it was stuck in her dress.
She's got like vomit on her titties.
Yeah, like ew, girl, you gotta go home. And I just in the challenge of oops, I did it again. Outfit fails or
faux pas, extravaganza, realness.
I mean. Let's hold on. Pause a moment.
Pause the diva. The divas are now going into our little database, our monastery. We're looking up all of the Eureka Ohara facts, but I'll go in. So my thing is with this whole category, out of all the looks compared, because this is one of those categories where we can't even look at these individually and be like, we have to look at them, compare them as a whole. As a whole, I feel like out of the group, she was the one that did the best. Yeah,
okay, now that I've come back from the
database,
a little bit more clear-headed on what I'm talking about here.
She was so mad. She was punching the walls. I was like, sister, you have to take a break.
I just feel like they could have just simply named this entire challenge as fashion faux pas, instead of oops, I did it again. Because the oops, I did it again is what really made my brain screwy. In
With Free Britney, hello.
Hey, I know, I was like, Free Britney, hello.
Fuck that whole motherfucking conservative family. But then, fashion faux pas, what?
Yeah, because fashion faux pas, and I'm like, y'all could have just pulled like a Janet Jackson or something. So all of these are fashion faux pas, because the whole being sloppy and this.
And out of all of them, she had like, I don't know why, but I tied together the Cinderella theme with this a lot, maybe because of whatever. Her hair was also cute. She like yanked the piece off.
Yeah, Cinderella was also supposed to be like well put together and like polished, and she's literally like sloppy right now.
So just because of that, Eureka, for me,
I'm gonna give this an 8.
I'm gonna give this an 8 too, sister. We both agree. Yeah, Eureka, you like it was funny. She turned around, like it was the gag to the like. She turned around like. Ugh.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You first come out in the presentation from the front, and then you have something in the back. So we got a well-rounded presentation here.
Eureka, we both give you an 8. Next diva. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Again.
Ginger Minge.
This one was so confusing for me.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be honest? Let's be honest. Can I be honest?
We don't tell lies on this channel.
I hate this dress.
I
hate the dress.
I don't like the dress. I don't like the jacket. I don't like the concept of this.
I like the hair.
The hair's great, but how is this a fashion faux? Because it's supposed to be an embarrassing or tactless situation. Like, like you throwing up in the back of an Uber. That's kind of like
God. And it was like, okay, she burned her hair. She burned herself.
But that's not something you do out in public. Like, you're not straightening your hair out in public. Like, is it a fashion faux pas when it happens in the privacy of your own bathroom?
But back to this, and I'm not a huge, because I know over here we have, conflicting opinions on a lot of things, and I'm not that hateful of pink, but you fucking hate pink.
I do not like pink.
So she already hates this color, but even me looking at this, I'm like, ugh, this fabric right here in the middle, that, the print.
You know what it is? It's like, given the fact that we are in now the final, how many? 4?
Final 5.
We're in the final 5, and Ginger is still here, and this is the outfit we're getting in the final.
Girl, I would have picked your lipstick, no tea, no shade, because I would like, you're doing the best, but you wore this outfit, bye.
Honestly, I feel like this is a little boring for Ginger.
So I'm sorry, Ginger. I love your hair, it's cute, but this for me is a 4. It's like it's not even a 5.
I loved the effects of the prop with it smoking and everything.
That's what got you the 4. And the hair. But no, I'll give you a 4, sister. What do you?
A 3. I'm a little harsher just because we're now getting towards the end.
Yeah,
I'm expecting you to pull out the stops, especially with how creative Ginger has been throughout.
You set the standard a little too high, Miss Ginger. Like, I get maybe you wanted to sleep on this runway because she's like, girl, I'm already making it to the end.
No.
You're right. So with that, oh Lord, the next diva.
I just need a moment.
The diva that got us the most confused, Miss Kylie Sonique Love, coming out in a completely different category. This is I work at the mall couture.
This is I work at the circus couture at the fucking corn dog stand.
Like, okay, so let's. And automatically, I'm telling you, this is starting off as a 5 because, and that's the best I'm going to give this because there is nothing messy about this. Even her messy things are incorporated in her drag where it looks like a costume.
Yeah, it looks very clean. And then it's so funny that this is the outfit that she chose because it really comes off like this would have been great for maybe the blue collar challenge. Right. Like someone working at a job. Because this doesn't tell me, oh, this is an outfit and oops, I ate a hot dog and spilled it all over myself. This is, I'm on break and I just went to rush hour.
Right. Which,
and
I get it. Who doesn't love a good hot dog? We all love a nice hot dog in our face and all the things.
I know that the colors are coordinated and great, whatever, but I still feel like it's so plain.
It's clean and concise, but again, this can't get nothing above a 5 for me because this didn't follow the theme, Mama. What was it? Like the bob was nice.
This is too plain for me. It's a 4. I don't like it.
I'll be nice. I'll give it. I'll stick with my 5.
The only thing that was wow for this was the fact that she pulled out the corn dog.
Yeah, that was funny. I like the gag. But so far, sister.
Anyways.
Okay, next contestant I have some conflicting emotions about. Miss Raja O'Hara. I hated this. I didn't like this.
There was a moment where I was very like, no, but then
she put it back. The runway saved her so much.
The runway really saved her because the way she walked in it was so like I loved
the
how
presentation.
She moved. Yeah.
I'm gonna give, because let me say, she came out and I was like 3.
I'm being real with you because I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
Get out of my face. Get out.
I don't like the hair.
Thank God you said that, because I saw her hair too and I was like, this shit can go Rocky Taki. 1, 2, 3, ABC.
This tired wig.
I forgot to pee. So, but then when I saw and I small attention to detail, like, she kind of was like, oh my god, da, 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 da. And then on the way back, she kind of like took the, you know what, fucking, she put on the half, this half right here, because it was off. She put on the half and did like a runway walk, and I was like, okay, Miss Raja. That's a 7 now.
Yeah, because, I mean, I understand this was mostly concept and instead of like the outfit, and well, the outfit, yes, because
the outfit is fine. It's an Anna Williams tease, slit dress, one leg out. Like, she's about to fight in the tournament to fight her older sister.
Yeah, I really wasn't. The walk really freaking saved her, but
I'll give it a 7 overall. Yeah,
yeah.
Because I still
6. I really had to climb. The walk is really what's like saved this.
Yeah, it's the hair that it didn't like. If she would have wore a nice little updo, like okay, like, or a nice little something more, because the hair's not messy. It's too short for me.
You know,
it's that weird middle length.
Yeah, like, I wanted more extravagance, at least with the hair, especially with like everything.
And the dress
else.
had no embellishments or anything. It was just a dress.
Right? Why is everyone so plain in this episode?
So what do you give her? It's a 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it because at least with the outfit, because it's like, first of all, coming out, it was already half coming off of her because she was trying to like put it on.
She was doing the show of it. To be fair, she was the campiness.
So if you were gonna keep the dress simple, everything else needed to be elevated.
Also, not a super fan of a clear stripper shoe. Yeah. Now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like,
yeah, no.
But I'll stick with that, fine.
Anywho,
our last contestant, which I feel like this contestant literally came out and showed all the other girls and said, I'm not going to do the category, I'm going to come out and look glamorous and stunning and beautiful and perfect, was Trinity K. Bonet. Because I didn't see no fashion faux pas, and then she turned around and it was still kind of like, because the ruching on the gloves was so extra and the pins on the back were big, I'm like, oh, that's kind of gaggy. I love that.
Yeah, because it also gives it the appearance of like a corset dress too.
Yeah. So it was like, because
I was like, okay, you didn't tighten the back of the dress, but then when they zoomed in and it was the
pins,
giant safety pins, I was like, yeah, that's,
that's a little gaggy. Like,
yeah, I actually really like that. Like,
so Trinity, you're the one that, for me, I'm gonna give you an 8 straight up, because this was a gaggy dress, but I don't feel like you followed the assignment either, because you look too glamorous. You look too good.
but that's the thing. It's like, imagine you being like a A-list somebody, and you're coming in and you have your designer dress and everything is looking fire, but you fucked up your diet and the dress busts open and all you have left are these fucking things. That's technically still like an embarrassing situation.
Bitch, you know what? You sold it to me. This is an 8.
This is an 8.
Come on.
And on top of the fact that she's like, at least instead of coming out campy and maybe silly or covered in ketchup and mustard, instead of coming out in ketchup and mustard like some people, she's like, I'm still gonna look pretty and gag worthy and still fit in a fashion faux pas and not having to look messy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can be not campy.
Right, you don't have to be a clown.
Sometimes you don't have to be a clown sometimes.
But yeah, with that Sonic shade that you threw, I heard you, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Trinity, double 8s across the board, because the one thing I will say,
we have a tie.
We do, but the one thing I will say about this is the bottom, because you know I love me a mermaid gown.
I know.
It's a little baggy pluff. And
it is, but I think that was part of like why the outfit was misshapen, because it's like so.
But still an 8. But yeah, you are right. When we're getting down to it, we have the 5 contestants. We gave Eureka and Trinity the best scores, because honestly, yes.
Listen. All I can say is this season for me. Mm-hmm. Wow, Trinity really has just stepped up to the fucking plate.
Honestly. So who are we gonna give it to? I feel like Eureka
really followed the rubric of fashion faux pas, because at least this is technically like embarrassing. Like, no one wants to be caught with fucking throw up on the front of her dress.
And so you know what? This week, Eureka, you win the what was it? Oops, I did it again.
For me, what kills me about "Oops, I did it again" in this situation is that okay, so you're prone to just throw up on yourself. So you're just sloppy. But anyway, this challenge really should have just been fashion faux pas and ended it at that. Anyway,
girl, talk about a faux pas. You know who went home this week?
Oh, who went home? No! We all know it should have been fucking a couple other people.
But yeah, Trinity went home.
Damn. Well, you know why? I can see because
robbed queen.
It's exactly as you said, that it was too pretty. It's not embarrassing enough, even though really.
But I don't feel like it was because of that. It was because there was some hating assholes and they had to send competition home.
Right? They run to keep somebody with fucking ketchup and mustard stains.